What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so I took some time adjusting my charms and my gear, so everything should be a little bit better now. As you can see, I went through, made some specialized gear for different situations. This one is geared more towards using my ghost weapons. So wind chimes kill people, arrows are silent, all this good stuff. So I'm gonna be rocking with a few of these different armor sets just to give some variety in the playthrough. Alright, so we're rocking with Sensei Ishigawa.
Track your student.
I need no help tracking Tomoe.
Tomoe. A woman. From what clan?
No clan. A peasant. But she can outshoot any samurai I know. Even you, Sakai.
This is a very interesting quest line.
Years ago.
You came to study with me.
You remember?
I remember most of the students I reject.
Instead, you took this Tomoe as your student.
You showed promise. Tomoe is a prodigy.
Oh, they caught me looking at my notes. Alright, here we go. So again, first thing you want to do in pretty much any game is make sure you're taking out the archers. So when they cock back, you're going to want to just make sure you're paying attention to the noise and dodging right when they release. Boom. Alright. Punish. Every time you get a dodge, you want to make sure you
Well enough at Komoda.
get out of the way.
Catch a tiger when it's sleeping.
Alright, let's do our cool put the sword away animation. And we'll go ahead and heal up. Oh, I pulled the sword back out when I healed up.
Tomoe's trail picks up here. Come. The Mongols took Fort Nakayama. The patrol likely came from there.
That's close to the hot springs.
The town will be the next to fall.
Alright, so let's make sure we have a bow available.
An ambush.
Alright, so I like using the long bow, but we don't have a lot of arrows, so we'll stick with the short bow.
Rice and millet.
Do some investigating.
Left uneaten.
The attack was sudden.
A Japanese quiver.
A gift to my greatest student.
Blood. But not much.
No one died. I fear the worst.
Alright, a little bit of dialogue here.
Tomoe would never leave that quiver behind.
Unless she was pursued.
Or captured.
To what end?
Interrogation. Torture. Worse.
They may be doing the same to Lord Shimura.
Fear is a weapon, Sakai. Do not let the Mongols use it against you.
Your student. Where would they take her?
Fort Nakayama. The fort is nearby.
Alright, so we're going to be heading to the fort. This is where we're going to try to free Tomoe. The story does take kind of a dive, but it's a very interesting way. I'm going to go ahead and change the gear. This one's kind of distracting. Go back with the ghost armor. The ghost armor I selected was built more towards staying hidden, staying away from being sighted, because we don't really need more damage.
Relies not on eyes, but on body, mind, and spirit.
This would probably be a good chance to go ahead and make you an archer set, especially if you have the charms for it. If you're playing the first time, you won't have too many options, but utilizing archery during Sensei Ishigawa's quest will make them a lot easier, because he's more focused on long range. It's where he would give you your first bow.
Many years ago.
It's a beautiful weapon.
Of course it is. And there's nothing more painful to me than a perfect bow ineptly used.
Then it's a good thing you're giving it to me.
Who said anything about giving? Prove you can shoot straight. I'll let you borrow it. Try it out before we go into battle. Aim for that lamp closest to us.
Alright, so this is where you're going to practice with your bow. So you're going to aim at the different ones. I love the way that Jin draws
The one further down the road.
the arrows
The further
on the
you
left.
the more your arrow drops. Let's see if you can hit the one furthest away. Focus, Sakai.
Oh,
Getting used to the grip,
there we go.
like it was made for me.
It wasn't. So take good care of it.
The longbow, it just takes longer time to draw, but it does a lot more damage. So, matter of fact, let's see. Do I have my archer gear? Let's see if I can change this up. Efficiency, so knocking speed, increase the arrow damage. I don't need the ghost weapon. Let's see if I can change that real quick. Let's go with another precision, efficiency, and okay, so pretty much a double. Alright,
Like this would have helped at Komoda.
It is a good bow. Victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
You haven't seen the Mongols' fire weapons.
this is the Tadiori armor. Alright, so basically this opening section is going to be very heavily geared towards archery. It's kind of like the tutorial section for using a bow. Let's go pick up the wood.
We'll get a better look at the defenses from up there.
I love wearing the masks in the game. I don't know why. I think the masks are just a really good addition. They don't offer you anything, but
That's perfect.
the customization just looks
Find a way
incredible.
in, Open the gate. Then we hit them.
You always charge into battle with your hakama half-tied?
You have a better idea?
Patience, Sakai. The Mongols will send men to find their missing patrol. When they open the gates, we strike.
The longer we delay, the longer Tomoe remains in danger.
She can take care of herself. Survey the battlefield. What can we use to our advantage?
Alright, so again, we're going to be checking out like the different stuff. So there's a hornet's nest here.
One shot could stir them up.
The Mongols will face the sting of insects and arrows.
So if you shoot the hornet's nest, it's basically going to allow the hornets to attack whoever's near it. And it'll either kill them or distract them. Same thing, obviously, a gunpowder barrel does things to people.
Those hanging lights will kick up sparks.
And start fires.
So shooting the fire will basically spill out in the grass.
But we are better. When the gates open, distract the enemy and rain arrows on their heads.
Then we storm the fort and free Tomoe.
Good. Now we wait.
They're opening the gates.
Wait for my signal.
Alright, so it's now daylight, like I said. We're going to pick up some arrows because we were kind of short. Make sure we're full health because arrows in new game are going to be very, very strong. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to be opening up in a couple different areas. We got a heavy arrow for our longbow. Let's see, can we... So I have heavy arrow and explosive arrow. So we're going to go with an explosive arrow.
Their ancestors.
Send the sparks down there. Shoot the hornet's nest. You can see everything's kind of working in junction together. And now the next group of enemies that comes out. Oh, we still gotta take care of this one. Alright, so he's down. Next group comes out. Hit the sparks. This guy goes down. And you can see with the armor that we're wearing, we do a crazy amount of damage with the bow and arrow. Someone survived. I don't know where he's at. I can hear him. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Alright, so Sensei Ichigawa got him.
Sakai,
There are more inside.
not for long. Let's find Tomoe.
Alright, let's go find Tomoe. So archery in this game is super cool, especially when you get good at it. You can clear out whole fortresses just using the archery. Unfortunately, it's not as cool as going full samurai or going ghost mode. I'll go in ghost mode in this one just to show what it looks like. And you basically become an unstoppable machine of death. Since there's not really an option to sneak through here, we'll just go full ghost mode. You won't unlock this until much later, but just to kind of show it, I mean, you dominate in this mode. You can unlock this by killing, I believe it is, and again, this guy has a spear, so I'm using the stance with the spear. There's people on the roof. Oh. Make sure we're staying away. Every time you see red, that means you need to get ready to dodge. So, there we go. Let's go finish that guy off. Get behind cover. We'll take the rest out with the bow and arrow. There's a guy up top. Alright, Sensei got him. Alright, and I think there's just one more. Should be on this rooftop. Beat him to it and punish. Now obviously there is a trade-off when you go full archery build when it comes to your swords play. You'll do a little bit less damage, but on lethal mode it doesn't really matter. Usually 1 to 2 hits is enough to clear any enemy. So let's listen to the dialogue.
Tied up, killed with arrows.
Tomoe isn't... Wait, this pendant belongs to her. Search the fort!
Alright, so basically what we're searching for now is a dead body. They believe that she's dead. Well, we believe she's dead. Let's go ahead and just make sure we're picking up everything around here. The more items you pick up, basically, the more situations you can get creative in the game with. You don't want to run out of like kunais, which are kind of like a panic button. You can kill like 3 people at a time with kunais. You don't want to run out of smoke bombs in case you're trying to do like a stealth takedown and you get seen. You can smoke bomb and chain assassinate everyone in the smoke bomb. So take your time to make sure you clear out all open areas. That was kind of overkill. Go ahead and read this.
Scroll. Archery terms with Mongolian translations. Your name is mentioned.
She was teaching them my way of the bow.
Alright, so Tomoe is teaching the way of the bow. Actually, you know what? I don't think we're looking for a dead body. I think we're looking for a prisoner at this point. Because they noticed that the Mongols are all using Japanese bow and arrows and using Japanese archery techniques and all that good stuff. So we're looking to see why Tomoe would have been teaching them if she was taken hostage by them.
These arrows are Japanese.
They're Tomoe's arrows.
You are sure?
I taught her to make the knock with deer horn. And that curve of the eagle feathers.
So the Mongols took her weapons.
The shots are tightly clustered. No Mongol shoots Japanese arrows with such skill.
Huh. Then they allowed her to use a bow.
So at this point, Jin's being like super naive, not putting 2 and 2 together, but he really trusts Sensei Ishigawa, so he's not really thinking anything nefarious as far as someone that Ishigawa says he can trust. So again, just clearing out everything, making sure we don't miss any supplies. I guess on the new game, there has been an update, or maybe I just didn't fully upgrade stuff, but we are going to want to make sure we're getting all the supplies and iron and linen to fully upgrade our gear.
Quarters.
A woman's kimono.
Tomoe's kimono.
The Mongols freed her. Why?
Do you hear that?
A survivor.
Alright, so we're here in a survivor now. Now all the character, here I'll talk about it after we get done talking to this guy.
We're looking for a woman, an archer.
The Mongols caged her with us. But they set her free. Gave her armor and a bow. She killed my wife. And the others.
The bodies we found.
She proved her skill to the enemy. And they recruited her.
Please. It hurts. Don't leave me.
I've seen enough. Let's go.
All right, so Tomoe was killing these dudes.
Tomoe won her freedom.
So
She
let's
joined the Mongols.
How would she do that? What happened?
kind of start developing the story a little bit.
Pushed her how? What are you hiding? Sensei!
Obviously, Jin recognizes something's not right about this.
She attacked me. Not bandits. Tomoe.
Why?
She has no idea what it means to be samurai.
You drove her to the Mongols.
Do not judge me.
Do not lie to me.
I can't let Tomoe teach my way of the bow to the enemy.
We will stop her.
This is my fight. I don't need your weapon.
No, you need me. Victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
Victory is won by warriors, not weapons. That's a great quote.
Lord Shimura raised you well. We'll hunt Tomoe together, but we do it my way.
And when the time comes, you will help rescue my uncle.
You have my word, Sakai.
All right,
We'll
so
prepare to hunt Tomoe. When you are ready, meet me at my dojo.
We can't rescue my uncle alone. I need more people to join our fight.
Find Lady Masako Wadachi. If she's still alive, she's one of the finest warriors on the island.
all right, so he's basically telling us to link up with another friend that can help us. She has a extremely interesting story. The development of the characters in this game is just second bar none. I would say I like this storytelling style just as much, if not just a little bit less, than I like the storytelling style of Sekiro. Kind of like through a little bit of story, but more through environment. Like the areas in this game aren't very developed for, you know, like the environment doesn't really tell the story. The story is kind of character driven. Games like Sekiro and Bloodborne, stuff like that, are much more developed in the sense of you pick up items, the item kind of gives you a description of the world, and then based on that description, you kind of learn what's going on in the world around you. It's almost like you're getting dropped into an area, and it's up to you to figure out like why this area is so messed up or so nice, or you know what's going on with the people here. This game is more like you show up somewhere, oh, the Mongols have been burning villages, and then it's a burning village. You're like, okay, I know exactly what's going on here.
Some say they know every secret on this island. Wonder where it's going.
All right, so if you just heard Jin, there are these yellow birds. We're not going to follow that one because I've already cleared out this entire island, but I'll eventually show the yellow birds that are flying. You'll hear them chirp when you get near one. If you follow the yellow bird, it will take you to like a hidden treasure, whether it be supplies or, you know, some kind of vanity item that you can upgrade, like a headband or something like that. It'll take you to those places by following the birds. So if you're looking for a completionist run, make sure you're checking out all the birds' nests and going through and clearing all those things out. All right, so if you look up in the sky right now, you can see that there's white smoke, black smoke, and a bunch of stuff going on in the background. If you go to those areas, the white smoke is someone who needs help. The black smoke is the area that's been conquered by Mongols. All right, you see that guy? He was kind of flinching at me. The flinching is trying to make you release the button. And as soon as you release the button and it wasn't a full-on attack, you're basically gonna get a large amount of your health taken away. So let's go ghost mode. Boom. I don't have the best armor set on for taking care of a large group of enemies, so we're just gonna go ahead and clear them using our ghost mode, which again is probably the coolest thing in gaming I've ever seen. Haven't had any people trying to crawl away yet. Alright, so you can see up here, looks like a Mongol nest, or not a nest, but a Mongol campsite. So what we'll do to close out this episode, I'll go throw on the ghost gear, and we'll go ahead and start clearing this area out. Let's see if I can get a good no. Alright, so I got arrows. I got firecrackers, black powder bombs. Alright, so firecrackers can be useful for gathering large groups of enemies together. And the smoke bomb obviously is good for breaking contact with large groups of enemy. Once they're in the smoke bomb, you can utilize that cover in order to chain assassinate. So we're going to come in here. We did find a wind chime, which is good. That's good for small groups of enemies. We're going to sneak up on these guys while they're doing their dance thing. Oh, that was not the... I didn't know that was the slaughter boss. You can't chain assassinate the bosses that you can slaughter. We'll go ahead and take this guy out the old-fashioned way. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. We'll get him with kunai. Boom. And these guys are running for their life. So when you kill the leader of a group, generally the other ones will flee. Let's get that guy in the back. And that's kind of why the ghost weapons in this game get so powerful. They end up being able to just kind of take down enemies super easy. Now, granted, we're in a very early part of the game here, so all the enemies can kind of fall pretty easily, but the ghost weapons in particular will make your life a lot easier when you get into a situation that you didn't think you were going to find yourself in. Like right there, I was going to go for a chain assassination, so I rushed him and didn't realize that he was one of the general bosses that you can't chain assassinate. So I ended up just hitting him right in the back. Did a lot of damage to him, especially because we're on lethal mode, but it didn't kill him, and it left everyone open to fight me back. So killing the archers and then using the kunai to finish off the general made that super easy. Alright, now we're coming up on another pretty cool aspect of Ghost of Tsushima. If you ever find a post right here that has the bowing icon, if you bow, something in the environment will happen. Like for this one, all the bugs will come out and kind of swarm around. Again, it's not something that you have to do, but it's just kind of like an environmental, you pay honor, or you show honor to the shrines, and then something cool happens. Some of them are like fireflies will go all over the place. Other ones are, you know, water will rush kind of thing. So very cool thing to do. You can just see how much care they put into making sure the game had a lot to do. So we're picking up some iron. Now, generally, when you're playing, these areas are not mandatory to clear. You can just completely avoid them, go along with the story. You do not need to fully upgrade any part of Jin in order to complete the game. Now, you will want to do some upgrades for like sneaking and assassinations, because you won't be able to get through the game with just doing basic assassinations. But by skipping these areas, you lose out on the opportunity to gain a ton of loot. So this is kind of how you do the completionist run. You come through these areas, you complete everything, you loot everything, and then you'll never run short of items also in the environment. Like the wood I just picked up is great for upgrading your bows. It's kind of a rare item, that's why it shows up as gold. All these places that you find things, like these guys here, he's dead, he's got a bunch of arrows in his back, kunais, you know, kind of refill your stocks. It's going to make it easier to fully upgrade all your stuff. There's one of the yellow birds that you can follow. And this is another optional area. So this is a good place to go ahead and end this episode. We'll pick up this episode with clearing this bridge and helping these people out. You can hear all the Mongols shooting the arrows at the bridge. So we'll go ahead and find out what's going on here, optional side quest, and clear them all out. Alright, so I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take it easy.